My name's Lacey, and today I'm going to teach you how to apply Younique makeup, the eye pigments and the eyeliner and the Moonstruck 3D fiber lashes. As you can see, I already have most of my foundation is already done, my lips are done, my blush is done. I just haven't applied any mascara or eyeliner or anything like that. I have my primer on. I just don't have the actual pigments on. I'm going to put a headband in my hair real fast to keep my hair out of my face. Okay. So we're going to start off. Make sure that you have used a primer. That's really important, especially if you're the type of person that wants your makeup to stay on all day. For me personally, I work in a hair salon, and so I am under blow dryers and heat all day long, and I sweat off all of my makeup. At least I used to until I started wearing Younique, and that's one of the reasons that I signed up to sell it, is because it genuinely does what it says that it does, which, you know, most makeup doesn't. So anyway, these are what the eye pigments look like. They come in these cute little cases, and the tops are like that. I'm spilling it. So today I'm going to start with a highlight around the eyebrows. Let me get all my stuff out here. And the color I'm going to use right now, it's the wrong. Hold on just a second. So many to choose from. Okay, this one is a shimmer. I like shiny. This is their sample size. This is what came in my kit. So I actually have all of the pigment colors in these sizes. This one right here is angelic, and that's what I'm going to use for the eyebrow right here. And I like to use it on the lid as well. So what I'm going to do is I open it up. It has a little like safety top on it, and I just dump it into the lid. And then I do use Younique brushes later on. This one currently is e.l.f. e.l.f. brushes were what I was using before I started with Younique, and I do like them. They're very cheap for a makeup brush. I mean, I think this one was like $2. And then I started using the Younique makeup brushes, and it was like going from sandpaper to silk. It was really quite like an eye-opener for me. It was impressive. So anyway, I'm just going to dab this in, and I tap it so that any excess isn't going to fall on your cheeks. And then I just kind of come in and do right around my brow. Sorry, the lighting in my bathroom sucks, so I'm kind of having a hard time seeing. Usually when I get ready, I get up on the bathroom sink, so my face is right in the bathroom mirror. My husband makes fun of me all the time, not even kidding. So I just come in here and just highlight right underneath my eyebrow. You do not want to take a dark color up to your eyebrow. It just doesn't give it a very finished look. So I tend to use like light colors, like a white or a cream, something sparkly, and do it right there. And I put it right here on the corners, like kind of my whole eyelid, but I mainly focus in on that corner. Okay. And then, right now I'm going to use this one is a matte pigment from Younique. They have both shimmers and mattes. And this one is Infatuated. It's currently my favorite one. I think it's very fitting. It's been infatuating. So I'm going to pop the top, and again, I'm just going to shake it into the cap. Okay. Then I'm going to take this Younique brush. This is a blending brush. Make sure your brushes are clean. That's really important before you put it in a different color, because you're going to end up mixed. And sometimes it's not always what you're wanting. So anyway, I again just tap it in, kind of make sure that you've got some on there. And then when you think you have as much as you want, tap it so that any excess is going to fall off back into your lid so you can reuse it and not on your cheeks and ruin, you know, what you've already accomplished. So, all right, I'm going to come in here and see if I can see. I just kind of start on my creases, and then I actually come in and will brush some of it off because I don't want very much, and I just kind of blend it in. And I just take it up to about where I put my lighter color on. Then you want to, I'm going to use this mirror over here so I can actually see. You just want to blend it really good. I'm kind of sloppy when I put on my makeup, so sorry about that. Again, tap your brush. That is so, so, so important. Okay, and I do the same thing. Start out with my crease, kind of rub some of it off because I don't want very much, and blend it. Okay. There we go. So it looks pretty dark, right? Like, oh my gosh, is she really going to leave it like that? No, I'm not. I like more of a dramatic look, especially if I am working at a salon that day, because I am my own advertisement. So it's very important in my career that I look presentable. Just go in there and fix some of that up. Okay. And then I'm going, this is one of the main reasons that I love Younique pigments, is because you can take and put on a dark like I just did, and then put a light back over the top of it, and they blend out, and it's fantastic. So like there's been lots of times where, you know, I'm in a hurry and I goofed and I put the makeup on too dark, and then I'm like, oh crap, I'm gonna have to wipe all that off. And if I take a light, I can put it right back over the top of it, and it helps ease that darkness, so it's not so, oh my gosh, there's my makeup. So the color I'm going to use right now, this one is Sassy. It's very purpley. When I originally ordered it, I thought it was more on the pinkish side, and so I'm like, oh, what am I going to do with this? And this is actually one of our like everyone's favorite. And now I understand why, because I like to put a dark on and then put this over the top of it. So again, I sprinkled it into the cap. I'm going to tap my brush into it, tap my brush off, okay, and then come back in and do it right over the top of that brown. And this one is a shimmer. I like glitter, I like sparkle. That's totally up my alley. Okay. Do this other eye, kind of clean up what's left in that lid. If you have makeup left over in your lid after you're done, no big deal. Just put the lid back on the cap. It's all going to go right back in. It doesn't waste it, which is nice. Okay. The lighting is really awful in here, so I hope you can even see what I'm doing. And then I like, for the crease, I like to put a dark in. So the dark that I'm going to use is, this one is a shimmer as well. This one is called Confident. It's a pretty dark brown. But I love it because if you apply it wet, which that's the nice thing about these pigments, is you can apply them wet or dry, and it gives you two colors, which is fantastic. So this one I actually like to apply wet for the crease because it kind of gives it like a golden brown look, which I love. So I'm going to, once again, sprinkle it in the cap, and then I'm going to take my Younique crease brush and get it wet. If you've looked at any of the kits or anything, you've seen that there's rose water that comes in the kits. You can actually use the rose water as what you use to get your brush wet, and that'll work way better than water does. I don't currently have any, so I'm just going to use water. So I'm going to get my brush wet. I don't like it dripping, so I kind of wipe it off a little bit on my palm, enough so that it's still wet, but I don't feel soaking wet when I apply it, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take and kind of swirl it in. Make sure that there's actually some on there. And then I come in and do my crease. And I like to, let me see if I can move this mirror so I can see better. Hold on just a second. No, I don't think that's gonna work. Okay. Put it in right in this crease. And I only do half. I don't do the full crease. I think that that's more of a nightclub look. It's a little too dramatic. I'm very easygoing. So I just do right here. And then I come in and do this bottom. I'm gonna come in and get some more. And you can leave it like that, or you can come up a little bit more. Be a little more dramatic with it. There we go. I wipe my brush off just a little bit too much, so I'm going to get a little bit wetter. And normally it doesn't take me this long to do my makeup, especially my eyeshadow. I think I do my eyeshadow in about 2 minutes. But I'm trying not to be as sloppy for the video. Anyway, so I'm going to swirl this in here. You don't really have to tap it when it's wet because it's wet, so it's not going to come off. Come in and do this crease again. Sorry, I'm just making sure they're even. I can't tell in the camera. So anyway, that's the majority of what I do for eyeshadow. And then I might come back in and put more white down at the bottom because I like a pretty good contrast there. So I'm going to do that right now. And you can even, like, you don't have to stick with the same, like I used angelic before. You don't have to stick with it. You can do a different one for a little more drama. I'm going to stick with the same one just because it's right here and convenient. And just reapply right there so it kind of blends a little bit more. I like to put some in the inside of my corners so that I sparkle. And then it's very important that you do your eyeliner after you do your makeup. That way it makes it so that it doesn't smudge. And I have lotion on, so I hope this works, but Younique's eyeliner, which they're usually a lot bigger than this. I've had this one for a very long time. Anyway, sorry, my kids are trying to break into the bathroom. I just drew a line, and they are smudge proof, so you can actually rub on it and it's not gonna smudge, which is fantastic. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put my eyeliner on. Put it on the bottom. Do this side. Sorry, I feel like I'm putting my makeup on blind because I can't see. There's a glare on my iPad. Okay, so anyway, there you have it. That's how I do my eyeliner and my my eye pigments. And if you stay tuned, the next video I will show you how to put on the 3D Moonstruck, the 3D Fiber Moonstruck mascara, which is my favorite. So I hope you stick around so that you can see it. All right, thanks.